Hey everybody, once again it's David the Timeless Runner coming to you with a short yoga flow that I call yoga for seniors, yoga for beginners, yoga for you, yoga for anyone who's just curious about what yoga is and what it can be used for to improve our lives, both mentally and physically. So today I'm doing a session called Whoops, I Did It Again. And that's something that I think most of you that are watching this video can relate to. It's one of those morning afters where you went out yesterday and you went to the gym and you lifted weights, and perhaps you went out and ran after that and did some things that kind of led to some overuse, and wake up in the morning with things that are just stiff and sore and ache. And today is one of those days for me. So today I'm going to go through a stand-up yoga routine to try and get everything back in its place. So again, we're going to start off by breathing. Close your eyes and relax. Let your body think about what hurts, what doesn't. As you breathe in, try to direct the oxygen to those areas that are stiff and sore. Hold your breath for the count of 2 or 3, and then exhale. Your exhale should always be twice as long as your inhale. Then we can start to move. Kind of move our arms up, breathe in as we raise our arms, hold it, and breathe down as we exhale. Now I've got a pain on my left side, so I'm going to grab my left wrist up on top, and I'm going to gently bend to the right and forward. You're going to feel the stretch all on the left side, from your waist up through your shoulder. We're going to hold these for about 20 seconds. That's about the maximum you want to hold any of the stretches. Come back to center and grab the opposite wrist and bend to the opposite side. You'll feel the stretch on the right side this time. Remember to keep breathing as you do these. And you can either use an internal count as to how long you're holding this, or you can count your breaths. Most people will breathe about 12 times per minute. So if you're going for 20 seconds, that's about 5 breaths, 4 or 5. Okay, I'm going to do it again because I still feel stiffness back there. And to the other side as well. Yeah, a little sore from yesterday. Okay. Another way to loosen up the back is to do the bends from the waist. So we're going to start out. Start down, grab your knees, raise your butt up, and then come up to a comfortable position, which is hopefully parallel to the ground. Interlock your fingers behind your back. Raise your arms up towards your shoulders. You're going to feel a stretch in your upper back and in your hamstrings. As I did some running yesterday, my hamstrings are very tight. And then to get to the middle back, we're going to extend our arms out in front of us. Kind of push our arms away. I call this a diver pose because it reminds me of the divers on the starting blocks in the swimming pool. And then we're going to interlock our arms with our hands on our opposite elbows, and we're going to rock side to side. This will loosen up your lower back and your glutes. And then just let your arms kind of hang down there and relax a little bit. I'm going to do that one more time. As I mentioned, I did some weights yesterday, and I should say overdid some weights yesterday. So I want to loosen up the back as I can. And push your arms up, feel the shoulders and your hamstrings. Push your shoulder blades together if you can. And we're going to go and stretch out that middle back. Feel the distance between our vertebrae increase as we stretch out. Interlock our elbows, rock side to side. It's the lower back and your glutes. And just hang there for a bit. That kind of works for me for that one. The hips, they're always tight for me. So there are a couple of different things that we can do with the hips, but I almost every day will do hip circles to just get all the joints through their full range of motion. You could do 5, 6, 7, 10, whatever in one direction. And then reverse it. Now as they get looser, you can throw your shoulders back and forward to increase the motion on your spine as you're rotating your hips. For the spine, again, we're going to do a back bend. So we're going to start with our arms out to the side like an I give up position, but we're not giving up. And then kind of gently bend backwards. And just hold it there. Go as far back as you can, but don't go too far back. That leads to falling over. Balance issues. And then from back, I always go forward. Throw in some twists side to side as we do this to, again, increase the mobility on our lower spine and our back. Feel that you're still stiff at any point during this, and that stiff becomes pain, stop. Pain's not good. Nothing wrong with the body telling you that you're working, but when it's telling you, hey, something's wrong, listen to your body. Do what you can on that front. Now, I always like to do some high lunges and some warrior poses. This is grass, which I love, and I have shoes on, which I don't love. But as best you can, find a level surface if you're doing this outdoors. And you want to step back from your forward leg, and as you do so, you want your forward leg to have the quad as close to parallel to the ground as you can. Your calf or shin should be perpendicular to your quad. And we're going to just hold that balance pose. This will stretch out our quads on the rear leg and on the forward leg. As I mentioned, I had a pain in the butt this morning when I woke up from doing some things in the gym. So I'm going to go and I'm going to bend forward, reach out in front of me, and touch the ground with a controlled motion. You want to do this slowly. And you're going to find that you feel a stretch in your glute doing this one. It's a real good way to stretch your glutes. From the high lunge, I turn my foot so that it is perpendicular to the line And we go into a warrior pose. Here you'll feel the stretch on the groin. And again, for our back, we can lean forward and stretch out the right side. And then do a reverse. Put our hand behind our back and reach the other way. To stretch the other side muscles on your rib cage. What we do on the one side, we always do on the other. So again, start with your forward leg and take a big step back. Find your balance point. Get that quad parallel to the ground. Balance. Remember again to breathe. And again, if you count your breaths, it'll be 4 or 5 breaths for that 20 seconds. And then a slow, controlled motion forward to touch the ground to stretch out our glute. Transition into the warrior pose by turning our rear facing foot perpendicular to the line of our arms. Stretch it forward. Feel a stretch on your rib cage on your left side. And then stretch back. That's going to take us to about 10 minutes. I don't know, I wasn't starting a watch or so. But basically we've stretched out all of the muscles that will typically get sore when we do exercising the day before, and we wake up with those aches and pains. Short little yoga flow can be done anytime, anywhere, wearing anything that you wish. No special equipment required. If you like these videos, please click on like. If you want to see them when they come out, and I usually do 2 or 3 a week, click on subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.